welcome back to
What's Happening in the Mother Lode
with Sarah.
and Sarah.
And wow, it's August.
I know. We are officially there. I was telling Sarah earlier, I was skimming to September and I saw that beginning of fall little stamp on the calendar. I was like, oh, we're only a month and a half away.
Only 4 weeks away. Only 4 weeks away.
I'm like, we're getting so close.
Very, very close. And this coming week, I just saw that apparently we're having a monsoon pattern weather, which is kind of interesting. I never would have thought that I would have heard monsoon in Calaveras, Amador, and Tuolumne County all in the same sentence. But
which is nice though, because it kind of is adding this it's a little bit humid, but it's still, it breaks up the dryness.
It does.
And we did get a little bit of sprinkles the other day, which was nice.
Yeah,
it really was. Hopefully we get a lot more.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, I'm like, if we're going to have monsoon weather, I would like rain with that, please.
Exactly. Not too much lightning.
No.
Just rain.
Just lots and lots and lots of rain. I'm okay because it's flooding. Like, majority of the middle states are getting flooded right now and they're not used to it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can just send it our way.
Yeah.
And flood out everything. Yeah. And then we can start fresh.
Get a pipeline.
Yeah, because fire season, we're in the heart of it. And so if we do get a lot of rain, that would actually help us right now.
One of the interesting things about flooding, though, is that back during the gold rush era, before all the levees were built, the Central Valley would flood.
Yeah, because they would have to rowboat around.
They would have to rowboat around.
Which is interesting because if they test the soil, there's actually there's there's marine life decay that's in there because of the flooding. That's why we have such a robust
agricultural. Yeah, absolutely.
It's fascinating.
It is. It is. And it was apparently the Mormons that built most of the levees.
Which makes it, and they have to go back and fix them because they're getting to the point now where...
Because they're over 100 years old. A lot of them haven't been fixed.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's getting to the point now where it's like either something has to happen or we're going to be in deep water. Yeah. Actual lots of rain comes.
Yeah, literal deep water. Yeah. So, because we remember the floods from, well, you may not, but I remember the floods from the early 90s.
I'm vaguely.
Yeah, where people were having to stand on top of their cars in the Central Valley.
Roads were flooded. I do remember that.
Roads were flooded. Roads that you never thought you'd see water right next to, right next to the water. Yeah. I mean, it was like...
And we haven't been, especially with this drought, which is what, we're going on 10 years now, on and off. We have not been upkeeping any of the debris or any of that. And so if we do get a season that is extremely past our expectations, we are going to be...
It'll be interesting.
A little bit different. But we do need the rain. Like, we'll have to take it and we'll have to live with flooding.
We'll make it work.
Yep.
But other news is the Calaveras Animal Shelter has a lot of kittens.
Yay!
And they have like 20 plus kittens that they have just released for adoption. So if you have any inkling that you want to go out and get a cat, head on over to Calaveras Animal Services and check out the cats they have because they are absolutely adorable, so cute. And
you can't beat a kitten. We have a kitten in our house right now. We just adopted one for my daughter. I think we've had her about, I want to say a month. We've had her for a month now, and it's adorable. And you laugh and you giggle, and it's all worth it. And if you have any property or barns, you want your Mousers, it's a nice natural ways to keep the rodents down and snakes, those fierce snakes away, because it's snake breeding season right now. So
yes, it is.
Yes. So get a cat.
Yeah, and we found out that through Kevin Stray.
Yes, we did.
He's one of our local videographers. We show his programs. In case you don't know, part of public access is the ability for local videographers and filmmakers to actually turn their programs in so that we can show them. So Kevin does that, and he is absolutely brilliant at what he does.
Really good content. Very, very good. And he was talking about snake season. Yes. And it was definitely an eye-opener of just the process of it and them shedding their skins and that we do definitely live in rattlesnake territory. So you have to be prepared for that, and cats will keep down the snake population because they scare them away or they do attack them, whatnot. Yeah, get yourself a kitten.
Yeah.
And then watch outside our California Outdoor Adventure with Kevin Stray.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, yes, make sure you do that and, get in touch with Animal Services.
Yeah.
And get down there and get yourself a cat because you will not regret it.
Nope.
For sure. So, on to the things to do.
Yes,
So,
and we are speaking about August 5th through the 11th is our main events that we're going to be talking about this week, which is quite a bit, but it's kind of, a lot of the big ones have kind of narrowed down, and we're getting ready for school. School's starting up either this week or next week. So it's going to be... Yeah, we're getting back into that routine, which is it's fun, but at the same time, there's a bittersweetness to it because summer is coming to an end, and I mean, I'm loving the fact that the heat will eventually kind of anticipate to nothing.
And you
hopefully,
get used to the kids being home.
Yes.
It's kind of fun, you know. You just enjoy them as a family.
And you know exactly where they are. You can hear them.
Exactly. And if you can't hear them, that's a big sign something's going on.
Oh, man, did I ever tell you the story about, so my kid, we have chickens.
Okay.
And this was when we had our two oldest at the time. And they were playing in the chicken coop. And I couldn't hear them. And I run out and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And my oldest pokes her head out and she's like, nothing. And I'm like, they're in the chicken coop at this point. And I'm like, what are you doing? So I go out there and they have this chicken who really loved them. Her name was Tree.
Okay.
And she would sit on their laps and fall around. They had decided to give her a bath. And this poor chicken was looking at me like, come help me.
Help.
And the sad part is she still loved them afterwards. And she still followed them around and all that stuff. She died of an old age, but it was a bittersweetness. So if you do not hear your children,
yes, we better check
on them because
they
more
might
than
be
likely
the cat or the chicken. Yeah, or the cat you would hear.
Yeah, the cat you'd hear the kids.
Yeah, that is true.
The chicken might be getting a bath.
Yeah, for sure.
But one of the main events that that is coming down to an end this weekend is the Bear Valley Music Festival. That has been going on for 3 weeks, so this is the very last weekend. Yeah. You can still get tickets for some of the concerts that are happening this weekend, but again, it's the very last couple days. So if you do want to go check it out for this year, hop on to bearvalleymusicfestival.org and find out who is playing. And again, you can arrange your tickets from how did it go? Good, best, and better.
Good, better, and best, or something.
Yeah, something like that. It was a 3-tier placement. So, but again, you are right at the very tail end, so there might not be any tickets left.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you got to plan for next year.
Yes, for sure, for sure. And then also going on is actually up at Bryce Station, Hilltop Theater, Midsummer Night's Dream, which is a fun Shakespearean play.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, so this is actually going on until August 20th, so you have a little bit of time, but as we know, time goes by really fast.
Really fast.
So try and get up there. Apparently, I haven't seen it, but apparently it's really good. So contact Bryce Station Vineyards at 728-9893 to find out about tickets and that type of thing.
Perfect. Another play that is happening this weekend, and I believe it's the opening weekend for it, is Shaboom, Life Could Be a Dream. And it is a Roger Bean's Enchanting Jukebox musical. And this is going to be at the Sierra Repertoire Theater in Columbia, California. And it is playing, let me see where it is, how long it's playing until, I know it's playing this weekend. I don't have the end date on here, but if you do want to find out more information on it, you can go to sierrarep.org, or you can give them a call at 209-532-3120. Again, that's the East South at the Sierra Repertoire Theater in Columbia. And it looks like a really good play. I haven't seen it yet, but I am.
Yeah, it
musicals,
does.
You can't go wrong.
No, you can't. You can't. And also on Friday is the First Friday concert series down there at the Copperopolis Armory, which is at 695 Main Street. And the Keith Burrows Band will be playing from 6:30 to 11 p.m. So that should actually be fun. The Armory is always really cool.
It is really neat.
To go and check out. And you get that feel of the history as well when you're there. So.
And again, I think we keep mentioning this. Any of these little towns around the Mother Lode, it really is. It is a piece of history.
It is.
And a lot of these, especially like these amphitheaters or the small theater houses that are still in existence, it's stepping back in time, and you have a feel, I don't know, you can almost feel...
You almost have that connection with what went on years ago, because, during the gold rush and after that, but really during the gold rush, there were a lot of plays that came through. There were a lot of acting troops that came through. There was a lot of music, dancing, and a lot of these events are happening in the same locations. So it's kind of amazing that 150, well, more than that, years ago,
we're still
enjoying the same locations and music and everything.
Yeah, you can't beat a good play or music.
No.
You can't beat these outdoor concerts and concert happening at these beautiful vineyards. Another event that we have been talking about and been telling everyone to get tickets, and I'm assuming that our club is completely sold out, is the Flynn Creek Circus.
Yeah.
And this is a big top event at the Italian Picnics in Jackson. So if you do not have a ticket yet, and they do have a tickets available, hop on and or get it through on their website, which is flynnCreekCircus.com. And if they are sold out, do a drive-by. Go see that big top
just
next
go see
to
it. That'll be kind of fun just to go check it out.
Exactly. Because I think it's there for the whole weekend from the 4th through the 7th. So you can do a couple drive-bys if you want.
Yeah, so, and then let me make sure. So August 6th, which is the Saturday, more and more music, Summer of Music live at the Lube Room, which is up in Dorrington, 7 to 10 p.m. Luna Fish will be playing. And if you've never been to the Lube Room, they have awesome burgers.
Ooh.
And they also have a mountain martini, which is, if I remember correctly, dust off the cobwebs in my mind. It is a beer with an olive in it.
Oh, well, that's very
cold beer.
I like it.
So go check them up at the Lube Room. And if you miss, if you don't want to go on Saturday night, stop by the Lube Room when you can to get a burger, because they really do have really, really good burgers there.
Another play that is happening at a theater, it's actually on their amphitheater. Again, it is absolutely gorgeous, and if you do get to go to their small theater, it is the Volcano Theater Company. Is Agatha Christie's The Mousetrap, which is a mystery. And it is the very last weekend that it is playing up there. So it is August 6th is the last day. They have Fridays and Saturdays. The show starts at 8 p.m. The amphitheater opens at 6:30 for picnicking. You can go and get tickets at volcanotheater.net, or you can give them a call at 209-419-0744. Again, this is the very last weekend, so if you haven't seen the show and you want to, or if you've seen it and you want to rewatch it, this is the last time you can do that.
And then also just bopping back a day to August 5th, actually, the Murphy's Community Club is having their summer concert series in the park.
Very cool.
And 5:30 is when everything begins. The caterer will be the Bistro, which is delicious. And you'll be able to purchase a meal there. But otherwise, it's free, and it's Lani and The Distractions that will be playing that particular night. And that particular park is very Norman Rockwell. You have the creek, and then you have the gazebo, and it just is a really cool place to go and just enjoy yourself.
Which I love it. I love a lot of these, just even the parks themselves have this character that you can't beat elsewhere. Another music event that is happening this Friday is one of these nights, Song of the Eagles. It's at the Lafton Ranch. It is again this Friday, August 5th. Tickets are $35 for anyone 13 and older. 6 to 12-year-olds are 20, and kids under 5 are free. They have food and wine that can be purchased at the event. Or you have an a la carte menu, which is $15, and this does not include the barbecue dinner. Gates open at 5 p.m., dinner is at 6, and the band goes between 7 and 10 p.m. There's no outside alcohol or food allowed, so plan to eat there. So I would just get the barbecue
I would
personally.
too.
I would be like, I'm going to do it all.
Just enjoy
because,
it.
yeah, you're going to be
Enjoy
there
the
all
whole
day anyway.
experience. Yeah, for sure.
And again, this is at the Lafton Ranch in Jackson.
Yeah, and then also in that direction on Friday evening, August 5th, at the Kennedy Gold Mine, Amador Arts Council is presenting, obviously, their Thank Goodness It's Friday concert series. And this week, it will be the Golden Bees will be playing.
I like it.
6 to 8 p.m. It's free, all ages. Bring a picnic, your beverage, whatever you like, your chairs, and just go out and enjoy it. And that is one place I have never taken a tour of, the Kennedy Gold Mine. Have you been in it?
Yes, I have been in it years and years ago. We did a walking tour, my dad and I, and it is really, really neat.
That's what I've heard. They have a lot of weddings there now too.
I didn't know they were doing weddings there. It's a really cool location.
Yeah.
And there, I know they are open right now for tours, and they also have their ghosty tours, which I think are sold out for August, so you have to look at September. And then we might as well just start talking about Halloween when we get into September. I mean, might as well just bring it in. But and again, we have a lot of other museums around the Mother Lode, so we have a huge collection of them. So
we do.
If you want to just take a look, just type in Mother Lode museums, and you'll pick up with lumber. The mines are huge, and then you have so much more. And
there's a veterans, a military one in Tuolumne County and Sonora. There's just a little bit for everybody, for sure.
Which is, there's just so much to be learned.
Yeah.
And if you do have any littles, it is Friday morning is Messy Mornings through Learn and Play. So every Friday they do this event. It is by First Five Amador. It is in Jackson. And it is from 10:30 to 12 p.m. They give the littles a shirt so they can get messy in, and it is just a lot of fun. And I think I've talked about this before. It's a great place to feel safe with your child and to meet other parents who have children around the same age. So you as a parent can make a friend, and so can your child. And this will go all the way through summer. So I don't have an end date as of yet, but it will probably be winding down sometime in August.
Usually it all coincides, right? With
I do see a schedule. It will go all the way. Oh, this is saying all the way through November.
Ooh.
Double check that. You might as well just go to First Five Amador or give them a call at 209-257-1092.
Okay. And then there will be, let me just click back to where I was, Concert in the Pines, Saturday, August 6th in Twain Harte at Epperson Park. At 6 p.m. This is put on by the Chamber of Commerce out there. And if you've never been to Twain Harte, again, it's one of those wonderful little mountain towns that you just feel like you're on vacation when you're walking around there. So if you want to go and see the music there, I actually think I can tell you who's playing. I thought I could. I might have to come back to that. Oh, wait a minute. Hired Gun.
Oh, there we go.
Playing. Yeah. So Epperson Park, Twain Harte. Make sure you put your chair out early for that. Go put your chair out and then go wander around town, get a bite to eat, and come back and enjoy the music.
And that's always the best way to do is you kind of, I don't know, you've got your spot pre-planned and you can really enjoy the atmosphere around there.
Yeah, for sure.
Another really cool town to visit this weekend is Amador City. On Saturday, August 6th. They have Dancing in the Street, which is a really cool. They close off the main street and people dance. They have live music. It's family friendly, so all ages are welcome. And it is from, where is my time here? From 6 to 9 p.m. And again, it is in Amador City, so you just pop on in over there and kick up your heels and drive music, and they have little cute shops and dinner and all that stuff, really, so you can make an evening of it.
Yeah, cute little town. And they're, like we say, there's so many cute little towns, and they're so different, right? Yes. So you can go from one to the other and not have even a similar experience, except that you're walking through history. So that's very cool. And then this is actually it's kind of an event. It's a class, actually, that we have not actually talked about the Yankee Hill Winery cooking classes yet.
Oh, fun.
And they are up there in Yankee Hill in Tuolumne County, and they are absolutely fabulous. You learn all sorts of cool stuff, and then you eat it.
Which I will do.
Which is good, which is really good. And you pick up new cooking tips, you meet new people. So on August 6th, the cooking class will be about noodle bowls.
Oh,
So if you like the noodles and you like noodle bowls, make sure it's actually, Yankee Hill is in Columbia. Make sure you contact Yankee Hill Winery and find out more about how you can take part in their cooking classes. And in the future, you can learn how to make brownies and breakfasts and cheesecakes and all sorts of stuff.
Which is always a good skill to have, especially if you come from a family that is not made up of a lot of chefs.
Chefs, exactly.
It is one of those things where it is nice to kind of learn from someone and those those little tricks that they can do.
That they can help you with, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then we have on Saturday, August 6th, the Makers Market at Dalton Road in Jackson. This is at hold on, I saw it and now I can't find it. It's in Lot 6 on the Dalton Road in Jackson. And what it is a whole bunch of talented-based vendors featuring an array of homemade goods, celebrating the talents and creativity of homemade items. And then again, there's plenty of tasty foods and beverages and things to kind of keep this evening kind of fun and exciting. It starts at 8 a.m. And it's a whole day event of just kind of moseying around and seeing what people are creating.
Which is really cool. And then on Wednesday, Calaveras County Arts Council is still having their music, which is just such a fun thing. They will be at the Copperopolis Town Square on August 10th, and the Cool Shifters will be playing 6:30 to 8:30. And just bring your chair out, bring a food. Actually, there's a lot of good restaurants there, so you don't need to bring food if you don't want to. But go on out there on Wednesday evening and enjoy free music.
Which you can't beat.
Which you can't beat.
Can't beat at all.
Yeah.
This is a little bit different than an event, but it is one of my favorites.
Yep.
It is not spring cleaning, but summer cleaning. So if you do have any kind of hazardous waste that the disposal places do not usually take, and you live in Amador County, the Buena Vista Waste Transit Station is doing the hazardous waste collection. Again, this is for like gasoline, brake fluids, batteries, pool chemicals, any kind of household cleaners that are still left in the bottles, paint and thinners, pesticides and insecticides, aerosol cans, non-empty aerosol cans, sharps, injection needles, things like that, that you can't usually get rid of unless you have a special place to go to.
Exactly.
And this was opening up, so it's this Saturday, August 6th, and it goes from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., and it is free to anyone who lives in Amador County.
Oh, cool.
So.
And I know Calaveras County has a similar collection, and so does Tuolumne. So as soon as we know those dates, we will let you know as
for sure.
well. And there are actually a lot of really cool events coming up in the future.
Yes, there are.
That we wanted to kind of touch on. The first one, if I can bring it back up, is Monster Truck Madness.
Woo-hoo!
Coming to the Calaveras County Fairgrounds August 12th through the 13th. It's Friday and Saturday. The gates open at 4 p.m. and the shows start at 7 p.m. And they actually give you monster truck rides as well. So $10 if you want to get into a monster truck. Not a bad bet.
That's not a bad thing at all. And especially if you little kids.
Oh,
they would love that.
Love it, love it. You can get Friday night discount tickets online at CaliMonsterTruckTour.com. Otherwise, it's $20 from ages 11 up, and ages 3 to 10 is $15.
That's not bad.
And it just looks like it's going to be a really, really good time.
That is awesome. Another one that is coming up next weekend, so August 12th through August 14th, is the historic Sutter Creek Ragtime Festival. This is a historical festival that has been happening for 23 years.
Wow.
And it's a 3-day event. They are going to have music. They will have, I think they have food. Let me see what else is here. But you can purchase your badges, and so it will, and the badges include 3 venues and a silent movie. So they definitely kind of bring in a little bit of ragtime.
Yeah.
And this will be, you can do a badge for all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And that's $85, or you can break it up into the day that you would like to go, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they break up even more. So you can take a look at that at historicsuttercreekragtime.com. And if you can also find them on Facebook, or at visitamador.com also is another spot where you can find and figure it out.
Yep. And then also the annual Angels Murphy's Rotary Club shrimp feed, shrimp and pasta feed, will be happening on Saturday, August 20th, 2022 at Murphy's Park from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Live music will be by Jill and the Giants, and they are another really wonderful local band that'll get you out there moving and dancing, and the food is always amazing. It's so good. You can go and have it at the park if you like, or if you want to drive by, you can actually arrange to pick up a box meal as well. Which is nice really
sometimes
helpful.
Where you're like, you don't want to be out and about, and you just want to be able to take something home.
And it supports a great cause, which is the Rotary. So the meals are $50 a plate, and you can get tickets, and they also have a silent auction at bidpal.net and /Rotary Shrimp Feed, and that'll take you, and you can see all of the cool things. They actually, I believe they have a house that someone donated for like a week up in the high country that you can go to, and it's a beautiful place. So they have all sorts of wonderful items for their silent auction too, so go check that out.
I love it. And shrimp, you can't go anything wrong with shrimp.
No, and it's like fried shrimp, regular shrimp, and another kind of shrimp.
So you got your options.
You got your options, yeah.
Another event that is happening August 20th is the Midsummer Fairy Tale, the Celtic Fair / music festival experience. This is at the Amador County Fair. We just finished up the Amador County Fair, so this is another fair that's coming up. This is pretty cool because it has a whole bunch of different unique things that are happening. They have fae and fauns and mermaids and a whole bunch of other mystical beings going to be there for the kids to look around.
Cool.
And they have Celtic music and modern folk. You can dance with the forest creatures, and this is also their 5th year of having it here. So it's Saturday and Sunday is their the days that they're having it, and the tickets range from an early bird $15. And then they break it down into tiers, so you can spend $18 all the way over to $45 for a family pack of 4, which includes 2 kids and 2 adults. So you can definitely find out.
It's wonderful to see these events that are unusual. You know, they're coming to our area and they're gaining traction, and they are doing quite well. And 5 years is, to keep on going after 5 years is pretty good actually for a festival. COVID. Absolutely. And to see those unique festivals come to the area, and we have the opportunity to go, and we don't have to drive
not very far
hours to go to them.
And it's really nice. It really is like stepping into a whole different place at this point.
It is.
Just a little bit of a fairy tale. You can find out more information. I just found them on the Facebook event page.
Okay.
You can also find them at Visit Amador on their what is this page called? The events page. There you go. So you can go there and find them too if you want more information and where to buy your tickets and stuff. But plan ahead. That's August 20th.
Yes. and then going a little bit further afield. But this is actually a really cool event that I have not heard has been here before. It may have been, I don't know. But it is the Sierra Bigfoot Music Festival.
Ooh, fun.
Up there in Twainhart. And I was just saying Twainhart is just like a really awesome place to visit. So this is actually at the end of August, August 26th, 27th, and 28th. There are early bird discounted tickets for sale. It is the second annual Sierra one, Sierra
Very cool.
Bigfoot Festival. But this is what I thought was really cool. They have a Bigfoot symposium on Sunday. I guess they talk about Bigfoot.
There you go. That would be fascinating.
Yeah, it would be. So there's a lot there is a whole list of bands that will be playing, and
really
you will recognize quite a few of them. So you may want to go and check that out. They are at Eventbrite, and just look up Sierra Bigfoot Music Festival, and it will give you all the information that you need to know.
Which is, I don't know. Like
It's-
I said before, we have these events that you wouldn't think exist until you start hearing about them, and you're like, I need that in my life.
Yes, exactly. Fairies and fauna and
Bigfoot.
Exactly.
Speaking of, if you do want to help out your community, Ione Community is doing a blood drive this Monday, August 8th from 12:30 to 5:30 p.m. It is going to be, it's sponsored by Christie Roots Insurance, and you're encouraged to make an appointment by going to donors.villant.org, and it's at the Evelyn Bishop Hall in Ione from 12:30 to 5:30 p.m.
Cool.
You have to be at least 16 years and older with the parent consent. And so, and at least weigh 110 pounds.
Yeah.
So
You need to have this size there to be able to draw your blood for sure.
And then you can also give them a call if you have any questions at 877-258-4825. And again, this is in Ione at at Evelyn Bishop Hall on August 8th, Monday.
Wow. So lots of things to do.
There are lots and lots of things.
And
it always seems like we always find more and more.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm kind of done with my list. If I go a little further, I'm going to be...
You mean in September, and then we'll be talking about October and Halloween. We're not there yet.
Absolutely, not yet.
One of the things I did want to talk to you about is, if you guys do not want to go out and about to other things, is they have your winter garden should be starting to get planted this month, so you are prepared for the winter. And then you can also have the farmers markets that are still happening all around, so you just got to find those. Those will start narrowing down once the weather starts getting a little bit more sour. But
so far, there's still the Angels Camp one is going. I think they have a back to school theme coming up pretty quickly. There's the Tuolumne County and Groveland and in Sonora, and there's other ones as well.
Sutter
and
Creek,
obviously
Plymouth.
Ione, Plymouth.
So there's plenty of farmers markets, and if you are your farmer yourself, start on your winter garden.
Yep, for sure. So that is about it for our edition of What's Happening in the Mother Lode. So again, if you want a cat, Calaveras Animal Services is the place to go. It really is. And if you have any events or anything that you would like us to talk about, please let us know at calpeg7@gmail.com, or you can find us on Facebook at Calaveras Community TV and message us, because we love to hear from you.
And then we sometimes miss events, so we do love to hear from the source of what is happening. And then we make sure that we get it on there.
Yes, absolutely. So have a good week, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.